Good morning, students. We are discussing fourth chapter of civics, key elements of a democratic government. In introduction part, already I have told you there are three key elements of a democratic government. Here in this video, I am going to discuss the first key element of a democratic government, that is participation. Participation, it means people's participation in the formation of government. People's participation in the formation of government, as it is the first key element of a democratic government. So we know the definition of democratic government or democracy. Democratic government means by the people, for the people and of the people. The government by the people, for the people and of the people, such type of government, it is known as a democratic government. In the definition, that by a democratic government by the people, that by the people, that suggests us that the government is formed by the people. The government is formed by the citizens of the country. So first key element, that is people's participation in the formation of government. Now students, how people participate in the formation of government? In democratic government, elections are held, and in election time, the people, the citizens of a nation, they vote and elect their leaders. These leaders represent them. It means the people, they elect their representatives, and those representatives, they form the government. So indirectly, the government, it is a group of people or group of representatives elected by the citizens of the country or citizens of a nation. So these representatives, they are accountable to the people as they are elected by the people. The representatives who are elected by the citizens or by the people, they are accountable, they are responsible to the people as they are elected by the people, and that is why the representatives, they take decisions on behalf of the people. So when the government or the representatives, they take decision, they will take into consideration the welfare, well-being or the issues of the people. As they have received the position, they are elected by the people. So they are damn accountable to the people. So through voting, the people, they can participate in formation of government. Through voting in election, people elect leaders, and these leaders or these representatives represent the people. These leaders form the government. They take decisions on behalf of the people. The representatives who are elected by the people, they take decisions on behalf of the people as they are elected by the people. Then the governments, they are elected for fixed periods. The governments are elected for fixed periods. And if we talk about our country India, that in India this fixed period is 5 years. In India, this fixed period to form a government, that is 5 years. Whether it is Lok Sabha election, Legislative Assembly election, or Gram Panchayat election, Nagar Palika election, all these held for 5 years in India. Thus, a government has to be re-elected after every 5 years. So once the term is over, once the 5 years are over, then the people once again they vote and elect their representatives. It means once again after 5 years, once again there would be an election. So once again the process would be repeated. The people elect their representatives and those representatives form the government. But now here we have to pay attention that after 5 years, when there would be an election, that time people would decide whether to form the same government or not. If the people they are not satisfied with the functions or with the responsibilities or the works done by the government, then they would not elect the same government. They would not form the same government by not giving votes to the particular political party or representatives. So in other words we can say that power of the government gets limited by regular elections. Regular elections that limits the power of the government. Regular elections, that is the time that people can assess, people can verify whether the government has done proper functions or not, whether the government has undertaken the public welfare activities or public welfare functions, and based on that the people would decide to form the same government or not. So first key element of a democratic government, that is participation. People's participation in formation of government. People are supreme in a democratic government as they elect the representatives and those representatives form a government. So we can say that a democratic government is formed by the people, and that is why the government is accountable, the government is responsible to its people. Thank you, students.